All right, we are live. Hello, students and families from the class of 2025. Welcome to our virtual freshman orientation for Williamsburg High School for Architecture and Design. The name is quite long, so we do call it WHSAD for short. So when you hear that funny sounding word, WHSAD, that's the name of the school. My name is Maria Basilio. I'm the assistant principal of Pupil Personnel Services here at WHSAD, and the purpose of, again, for this evening's freshman orientation is twofold. Number one, reason for this is for you to familiarize yourselves with the people, the faces of the people whom you're entrusting your kids with, and who will be interacting with them over the course of their next 4 years of their lives. And the second reason is for you to also get in touch with some of the documents necessary to complete enrollment here at WHSAD. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce our principal, Mr. Gil Cornell, to say a few words. Cornell, hi.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming, and thank you for choosing our school for next year. You're going to be hearing from leadership tonight, and the purpose of tonight is just to get to know us and put some faces to the names. Obviously, this conversation needs to happen throughout the summer. As each of us speak, we'll share our contact information with you in the chat, and I'll drop my email address as soon as I'm done speaking. And please feel free to contact us throughout the summer. With that being said, I to get this moving, I know that these I'm calling it a Zoom meeting, it's Google Meet. It's a little different than in person, and I do want to apologize for not having the in-person meeting, but as you all know, there are restrictions. They are going to be lifted to some degree very soon, thankfully. And we're aware that your children have gone the past year and a half without complete schooling, and just be assured that we will be patient with that, and we'll understand that when we start the new year. I think we worked very well with our students in the past year and a half. Just so you know, we've done full-time instruction for our students. They've all had bell-to-bell instruction, whether it's remote or now some of it's in person. We didn't do any what they call asynchronous teaching. We were giving complete live instruction to our students because we felt that's what they deserved. And regardless of what happens in September, and very likely it's just going to be 100% open, we're going to continue to do that. What I will request, and you might hear a little bit about it throughout the night, is if you could take a look at our website, our homepage. Maria, can I actually share screen? Do I have that ability?
Yes, you do.
All right, let me go on. I'm just going to show you on our main page. Many of you probably went to the orientation link, which is right here, to sign up. That's going to be taken down after tonight. I don't know, many of you may or may not have noticed this summer bridge program link. What I am going to ask everybody to do is to seriously consider please signing up either full-time or part-time for the bridge program. I'll just briefly go to the link and I'll show it to you. Maria, am I showing the tab or am I showing the homepage?
Showing the homepage.
All right. Tab now?
Showing the tab, yes.
Very good. Thank you. It'll describe the event, and just so everybody knows, this is the important part. Each week and each day, actually, set up by the CT department, has a specific topics. No student has to be here every day for every topic. The way it's designed is that your children can work around family commitments over the summer and attend when they can. We're going to have a full staff of people here to work with your children to introduce them to our school. And we're also going to have upperclassmen who are getting paid with SYEP money to mentor your children as well. So I am going to ask that please try to make as much time as you can. All you have to do is click up here, select a date, and just be aware of the fact that, and we didn't do this to make life difficult. We just know that it's hard to ask students to be here every day for the summer. We actually have each day as an individual sign up. And there are caps. There are caps on those days, so please sign up as soon as you can. And with that being said, I'll leave it for now, and we'll do our Q&A at the end. I guess, Mr. Rodriguez, when you speak, you can speak a little more about the bridge program if I missed anything at this point. Okay, thank you, everybody. I'll drop my contact information in the chat when I log off. Ms. Basilio, I guess, sorry, I'm supposed to do the next introduction. Sorry about that. All right, up next, we've got Mr. D'Amato, who is the Assistant Principal of Humanities.
Hey, everybody, how are you? Welcome to our orientation. So as Mr. Cornell said, I'm the Assistant Principal of Humanities. I supervise English, Social Studies, ESL, and Spanish. And we are very happy to have everyone attending. So over the summer, please take advantage of everything we're offering. It gives the kids a chance to get to know us and get to know, the way we function as a school, and really take advantage of, just getting to know everyone. The 9th grade English teacher, Miss Newton, will be in the building because she'll be working with the summer school. So you guys could, peek in and say hello to her. I'll be dropping in my contact information in the chat also, and that's all I got. The fun stuff is coming up, the architecture program and that stuff. So I'm going to hand it to Miss Bruno. She's the assistant principal of, the fun department, the CTE. So go ahead, Miss Bruno, all you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Miss Bruno. I'm the assistant principal of CTE, which stands for Career and Technical Education. That's our architecture and design program, which really is the core of the school. And I'm also the assistant principal of math, science, and physical education and health. All of the assistant principals are located in room 204. So if you need anything, you could find all 3 of us there. Okay, so somebody will be able to answer your question and help you. As far as the CTE program is concerned, I'm sure all of you know we do have a 4-year CTE sequence, architecture and design course sequence. So you'll be taking architecture and design courses from the day you enter the school to the day that you graduate from the school. And that's a real special part of what we do at WHSAD, and it's something that really no other school offers in New York City and really in the country, at least that we know of. So, our school has been recognized really to give kids, our students, skills that really you would only get if you did a bachelor's program in architecture and design. So it's a very, very good, prestigious program where students will learn not only the principles of design, but they also learn a lot of software design application programs, such as the Autodesk AutoCAD suite, which includes AutoCAD, which is the main certification that students get, but we also offer Revit and Rhino and a variety of other programs that would be very useful for students to learn as they pursue their career in architecture and design. And even if they decide not to pursue a career in architecture and design or related fields, the experience that they get from the program is really invaluable and really can be transferred to a lot of other areas and professions. So, specifically, I'll say with the work-based learning experience that students get with a variety of partners that we have, and you'll learn more about that from the next speaker. His name is Mr. Abraham Rodriguez, and he is our freshman architecture and design teacher. He is an architect as well, and he's been working at our school for a long time. So he's just going to talk briefly a little bit about the Bridge program because he will be a part of that. Then he'll talk about what to expect in the 9th grade and what materials that you'll need for the upcoming school year. So what you will need to get any supplies, if any. And then he'll also just talk briefly about a really awesome program that we have called the Makerspace Studio, which gives students the opportunity to work with upperclassmen and have them as mentors, and also gives them the opportunity to work with a variety of our industry partners and really get exposure to the careers that are available to you outside of the school, and to start networking and building your professional portfolios, which is really key to success in 2021, and it will be in 2025 when you graduate even more so. So that said, I'll pass it on to Mr. Abraham Rodriguez.
All right, thank you. Again, Mr. Rodriguez teaches the 9th grade in architecture and design along with Mr. Garinger. I want to say that this is an exciting cohort, specifically knowing that by 2025, we're seeing an entire digital transformation when it comes to artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality, and a lot of new ways of learning. We want to focus as well and emphasize the 21st century skills such as communication, collaboration, STEM assignments, computer science, definitely computer-aided design. We want to also cultivate, learning as a lifestyle and self-development in a collaborative environment. And we have 3 programs. Again, the Summer Bridge program, which again, this is a way for students to be introduced to the culture and to develop the skills necessary to be successful throughout not just the 4 years here at WHSAD, but also to be able to apply these skills into your career. And then we have the Makerspace Studio, which Ms. Bruno had mentioned before. It's volunteer-based, but it also provides an opportunity for students to engage in internship opportunities through work-based learning projects. And then I'll talk a little bit about the career and technical sequence. So I'll just go ahead and share my screen. And let's see. Ms. Basilia, do I have access to screen share here? Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yes.
Excellent. Perfect. Okay. So can everyone see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. All right, so this is our 4-year sequence for the architecture and design curriculum. Again, it's subject to change, obviously, because we're in the process of reimagining and integrating new technology and ways of learning. So the first is in your first year is the foundations of architecture and design, where you're getting introduced to the elements and principles of design. We tackle traditional drawing and technical drafting. We introduce you to model making and basic AutoCAD skills, which stands for computer-aided drafting. And then in your second year, you work with Ms. Rivera, who introduces you to space planning, building information modeling, which you will be using another tool such as Revit, which is again part of Autodesk, and understanding basic construction details and introduction to wood frame construction. In your third year, with Ms. Moose and Mr. O'Brien, who retired, you do introduction to woodworking, advanced drawing in terms of portfolio development, 3D model making, and introduction to electrical wiring. And then in your fourth year, we have portfolio development with Mr. Codio. This is the time where students are in the process of getting their CAD certification, whether that's AutoCAD and Revit. And then we introduce you to more advanced 3D modeling and visualization. I'll talk a little bit about our work-based learning and the emphasis of our work-based learning when it comes to the Makerspace Studio. We try to activate students to really engage with the community, as well as collaborate with industry partners to provide social, economic, and environmental resiliency through education, right? So what this pretty much means is that our projects are geared around sustainability, right? So students, for example, in the process of one example is our Lake Como, which is, students participated on designing an entire lakefront. So students were introduced to environmental science. They were able to participate in design competitions and learn about native plant species and pollinator plant species as well. They engage in research. We do site visits, and students collaborate with the industry partners in a way that it's regularly. So this is just a great way for students to, again, develop that work-based learning experience that allows them to, be successful in their career. So, okay. One last thing I wanted to say in terms of the, how do we connect with local professionals and industry partners? Again, our industry partners are very good at allowing us to provide tutorials, lectures. We do virtual tours, site visits we hope to do, and job shadowing and so forth. So if you have any questions, I will share my email with you as well. And I will be available over the summer during the Summer Bridge program. So. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez.
Yep, you're welcome.
Eduardo actually said that this sounds amazing. Students will graduate with AutoCAD certification. I just want to note that thanks to the efforts of our architecture department, we actually have students who, despite the pandemic, they got special permission to come into the building when we were still remote to take their AutoCAD certification examination. So even though this year, the city and the state are allowing us to provide students with waivers because they don't have to take the test in person, we actually have several seniors who have passed the certification exam to receive that certification. So thank you, Mr. Rodriguez, Mr. Codio, who's, I'm not sure if he's here. There are over 80 people in the chat to filter through, but thank you, Architecture Department, for doing so. And Summer Bridge program is, Mr. Rodriguez, you want to talk about Summer Bridge? I believe
Sure.
they're in person, correct?
Yes. Okay, so the Summer Bridge program is in person. We encourage the students to come in either one day just to visit us and say hi, but they can also be here for the entire duration of the program, and they'll be able to, again, work in AutoCAD, Rhino, be introduced to some of the softwares. We want to bring in virtual reality, so allow the students to experiment with virtual environments and see those being realized as well as model making.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, the problem with doing the program remote is that students won't have access to AutoCAD or to Rhino, and so those are really important design tools that we like for them to learn in order to sort of move forward in the program. So, Mr. Rodriguez, a question about, are we allowing any students to participate in the Bridge program remotely?
So at the moment, we have a couple of students through SYP who are going to be working for us remotely. So then we will be able to assign mentors to those students as well, and at a check-in basis. So that is a possibility for sure.
All right, so if any of the new parents here want for their children to participate remotely on the Bridge program, just, I guess, email any one of us. I guess I would recommend, Mr. Rodriguez, okay, if they email you directly.
Definitely.
And we can arrange how that'll happen. Though I would recommend, if it's possible to come to the building at least part of the time, please do, because, we also want to expose your children to the building itself, to the people that work there in person, and our students. But we, of course, understand if there's issues connected with making it to the building. So we're more than happy to accommodate.
All right. Well, thank you
Definitely.
so much. And once again, welcome, families. There are some of you who arrived at the chat. After my introduction, my name is Maria Basilio. I'm the Assistant Principal of Pupil Personnel Services at WHSAD, which encompasses a lot of the student support services, guidance, security, instructional support. So I'd like to introduce to you some of those key staff members who you'll be interacting with. The first and foremost is our parent coordinator, Ms. Chu. Hi, Ms. Chu.
Hi, good evening. I'm Ms. Chu, the parent coordinator. I've had the opportunity to talk to some of the parents who are in this session now, either through email or by phone. And I will be available throughout the summer for any parents who need any clarification, or any parent who actually wants to come into the building and tour the school, because we didn't have a chance for parents to do that. But like I said, throughout the 4 years, I'm going to be here supporting you as well as your child. So please feel free to contact me, email me, call me. I'm always available. So please let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Para los padres de habla hispana, mi nombre es Miss Chu, soy la coordinadora de padres. He tenido el placer de hablar con algunos de ustedes o intercambiar mensajes electrónicos con algunos de ustedes para responder algunas de las preguntas. Durante el verano, si usted tiene alguna pregunta o quiere venir a la escuela para una visita, para ver la escuela o hablar con alguien de la escuela, yo siempre estoy disponible. Puede ponerse en contacto conmigo vía correo electrónico o me puede llamar a la escuela también. Para cualquier cosa durante el verano, igual que para los próximos 4 años, estoy para servirles. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Ms. Shu. The next person is stated on the chat that she is having some audio problems. So I'm going to ask her to unmute herself. Just press the unmute button so you can probably show yourself on the chat and pop up. She is the attendance coordinator at WHSAD. Her name is Ann Pinto. Now, we have pride ourselves with a very high attendance rate over the course of the decade plus. I think I'm entering my 16th year at WHSAD, and for at least 11 of those 16 years, we've really enjoyed an attendance rate of above 90% or higher. So we do take attendance very seriously, even through remote learning. Ms. Pinto has been and Mr. Familia is also in the chat over here, who have been furiously making some phone calls, checking Google Classrooms on the back end to see if students logged in to Google Classroom to complete their assignments, to make sure that our attendance is calculated the right way. And we have a 93% attendance this year, despite remote learning and all of its challenges. So we're very proud of that. So Ann Pinto, her laptop was experiencing some microphone problems. We were trying to fix it today. I apologize, not working today. All right. Now, one thing that I do have a lot of pride in with WHSAD is how guidance oriented we are. And this is really, I believe, one of the strengths of WHSAD is that we have some of the best, most hands-on guidance counselors that I've ever met and I know of. So I'd like to introduce to you our guidance staff. The first person I'd like to introduce is the guidance counselor for our current 9th and 11th grade students, and next year she'll be the guidance counselor for the 10th and 12th grade students. Your guidance counselor, young people and families, is going to be looping with you throughout the 4 years at your WHSAD, which creates a very special bond and understanding of your goals over the course, your post-secondary goals, your goals after high school. So I'd like to introduce Ms. Deborah Terrafirma into the chat. Hi, Ms. Terrafirma.
Hi, Ms. Basilio. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming this evening. We're really excited to have you join the WHSAD family. As Ms. Basilio said, that I will be working with the sophomores and seniors next year. So as you are in the building, if you see me, I'll definitely be available to help you. I won't be your primary guidance counselor, but we do all work really close together. We do obviously make sure that you're programmed for all the correct classes. We want to make sure you graduate. And we do really nice programs. We push into classes, and then we do a lot of meetings with students individually and in the group. So if you ever have a question and you can't find Ms. Ernest, you should always come look for me, and we'll do our best to help you. And obviously, if you need anything over the summer, you may contact me as well. We don't work full time over the summer, but we are available through email as well. So we're looking forward to having you, and welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Terrafirma. And again, we really do all work together to make sure that all of the students' needs are being met. So we do the guidance counselors and I basically speak on a daily basis and have formal meetings twice a week, because again, it's a group process. The next person is a full-time social worker, and I see that there are questions regarding for students with IEPs. She is also the guidance counselor, a second guidance counselor for students with IEPs. She does all of the mandated counseling, and she also, again, helps coordinate and making sure that students with IEPs do well at WHSAD. Her name is Maurice Small. Hi, Ms. Small.
Hi, everybody. So I'm Maurice Small. I'm the school social worker. So I work very closely with Ms. Basilio, with Ms. Ernest, Ms. Terrafirma, Mr. Cornell, with everybody. And one of the things that I do is I work with all students that have IEPs. I put my phone number, my Google Voice number in the chat. So feel free to use it throughout the summer if you'd like. My email is there as well. I do the mandated counseling, but not only the mandated counseling for kids that have it on their IEP, but counseling throughout the school, crisis intervention, and mediation. The programs that someone just put it in the chat for students with IEPs are, we're really close knit. So all of the teachers connect with me and or whichever guidance counselor their gen ed guidance counselor is. And if the particular student is having a problem, then we all come together and we talk about it. And we talk about it with the student, with each other, with the parent. If the parent wants to be involved, the parent can be involved to any level and any extent. We offer, I've offered family counseling as well if there's an issue that's happening in the home. And with students that are coming back into the building, I know that there's going to be a lot of issues around COVID. Right? So parents will have issues, students will have issues. Everybody is more than welcome to talk with any of us about their concerns, their fears. We keep an incredibly sanitary school, and we have had 100% success. So once again, my Google Voice is in the chat. We have a very strong PTA, which Ms. Chu can speak with, and any of the APs. It's super strong. And if you ever cannot reach one of us, you reach the other one, and then we're like a chain. So you'll never not be heard. Okay, so if anybody has questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can text me on my Google Voice, you can call me, or you can email me. Thank you.
And thank you so much, Ms. Small. And if students, parents, if you have, a child with an IEP, just rest assured that you will, after this meeting, get in contact with Ms. Small. Ms. Small, if you don't mind putting on chat your contact information.
Yeah, it's actually there.
Okay, so I will repost it. Sorry, I don't have the chat open.
I'll post it again.
Thank you. And we will be reaching out to you so we don't have to, so we can have this conversation. We do tend to spend, a good amount of the summer starting in July once we have access to your child's IEP, if your child does have one, to have a conversation, because high school is very different from middle school. And in WHSAD, especially because we have the career and technical education programs, the CTE classes, we want to make sure that all children are included in all of our programs, especially the CTE. That's the reason why a lot of our kids actually enter here. With that in mind, I just want to say that, we are a completely unscreened program. We want kids who want to be part of our school, and students with IEPs are part of that. And I'm very proud to say that over the course of myself being a supervisor of this department, we've had a graduation rate of above 90% for students with IEPs, probably over the course of the past decade. And this is, again, in tune to the fact that we do really want to try to work with all types of students who want to take advantage of the opportunities that are offered. So the next person that I'd like to introduce is, for you folks, someone you'll be interacting with over the course of the next 4 years. She'll be your guidance counselor. Her name is Glenda Ernest. Hi, Miss Ernest.
Hello, and welcome. Good evening, everyone. So like Ms. Basilio said, my name is Glenda Ernest, and I will be the incoming freshman guidance counselor. Sorry for the noise. So I am going to be your guidance counselor, guys. I'm so sorry. So I don't know if you guys are hearing that, but it's super
That's
loud.
just part of Zoom meetings.
Okay. All right.
We still hear you loud and clear.
So I'm going to be the guidance counselor for the incoming freshmen. I just graduated 144 seniors, so it's going to be refreshing to have incoming freshmen coming in and to have everyone come in person. So I'm very excited about that. So like Ms. Terrafirma stated, we do have 2 to 3 guidance counselors in the building. Whenever one person, such as myself, is not in the building or in my office, please do not be shy. Go ahead and reach out with other guidance counselors in the building. We all work as a family and cohesively, so we will work it out. So oftentimes students may come to me with things about their programs. They feel as though something is wrong or they're supposed to be in a certain class. So things of that nature, please do see me about it. I will be also leaving my name. I think Ms. Basilio already left it, my email. So if you feel as though your child or you have accelerated in a certain class and you shouldn't be in a certain algebra. So these are some of the things we're going to be taking care of, hopefully before school starts. Things like working papers. I'll start telling you guys about taking college courses. So another thing that you're going to see me doing in starting late September and on throughout the year is actually pulling you out of class, and we're going to actually have a short interview one-on-one just to have a better gauge of how you're feeling in the school, what are your goals, if you have any career aspirations, if you do want to be an architect. Some of our students go on to engineering, many of them go on to architecture, biology. So these are the types of conversations that we're going to have one-on-one the first, I guess, about the first 6 months that you're in the building. So don't be shy if you see me calling out your name. We're just going to like chill out in my office. We're going to get to know each other. And yeah, we're going to take it from there. So please do not hesitate to reach out if you have questions. At this point, I would like to introduce you guys to a current 10th grader or rising junior. His name is Kevin Garcia, and he's gonna basically tell you what his experience has been so far at WHSAD. Thank you so much, guys. Good evening. All right, Kevin Garcia.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kevin Garcia, and as Ms. Ernest has said, I'm currently a sophomore at WHSAD and looking forward to be a junior next year. So my experience in WHSAD during my freshman year, I had the opportunity to participate in this amazing summer bridge program. When it came to summer bridge, I got to see what WHSAD was before my first day of school. I had the opportunity to be part of summer bridge, and where I picked up a number of skills which are needed when it came to WHSAD, like AutoCAD skills, Rhino skills, and different programs. Here at WHSAD, I also, during my freshman year, was able to participate in the school varsity baseball team. The column, which is our newspaper for the school, which I had an art piece for. And also another program, which was very important and crucial to me, was the ACE program, ACE Mentorship Program, which is also offered with WHSAD, which you work with a company in Manhattan, Gensler company, like we work with people like Gensler, Turner, Cerami, and even more, which this is a firm, different firms, which are $1 million firms. And you, with this ACE program, you're able to have at least a scholarship. So if you're looking forward to architecture scholarship, and during my sophomore year, which was this year, I participated more remotely due to COVID. And here, something I picked up a lot was art skills. And again, ACE program I took part of. And this year I also did what was Makerspace, which Rodriguez talked about, Work, Learn, Grow, an internship program, which is a paid internship program where I worked with Lake Como, which was really amazing. I got to meet a lot of people, got to work with a lot of number of teams, and now working with Mr. Gibbons, which is the more like the chairman director of Lake Como. He is actually helping me looking for scholarships in different colleges, and he's also a Prince's graduate, so that is very important to me. And here I saw you have the opportunity to learn about other firms. Like this year we had the opportunity to learn about Gensler, Ramza, and Icon 5, which are $1 million company architecture firms, which you're already getting involved in when it comes to portfolios, when it comes to learning that environment. And my advice for you incoming freshmen and those for the parents to actually tell their kids, it's just them not to be shy, interact with people, ask questions. If you need help, ask for help. get involved in anything you feel like getting involved in. Very important. Being creative, and most important, like I said, respect is key. So when it comes to respect first, you got to respect yourself, and then respect your parents, and then from there on, you respect the environment of WHSAD, which this is something like I picked up a lot, and which taught a lot by different teachers. And most important, please don't give up. If you see something that is hard, if you see the work is hard, if you see that what you're working on is hard, do not give up. Push yourself to exceed. So yeah, thank you very much for listening to my presentation. If any questions come up after the orientation, you can email me at kevin.garcia23whsad.org.
And thank you so much, Kevin. And there was a question of what colleges or students are being accepted to, and if we have a strong exit plan for students. So thank you. But Kevin, that was a phenomenal. It really feels a whole lot more genuine, by the way, when we hear it from students rather than a bunch of adults talking. But I know that there was a question that popped up regarding post-secondary planning. Here at WHSAD, we actually offer college and career planning once a week to all of our students, some coaching and guidance once a week to all of our students starting in the 9th grade. So kids all have a plan on what they want to do after high school, and that is in part of our community school relationship with an organization called Creative Connections. So they do work closely with the guidance staff on creating the programming, after-school programs, work-based learning programs and opportunities, and also the coaching aspect and helping students apply for college and for career related career fields. Our coordinator, our manager, is actually in our building full time, and his name is Matt Offrey, and I'd like to introduce him to you guys. Hello, Mr. Matt Offrey. Sorry.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I'll be really quick. My name is Mr. Offrey. I am the community school director at WHSAD. WHSAD is a community school, one of several hundred across New York City. Some of you may have been students or parents of students at community schools before. As a community school, we offer many different activities, many programs during the school day and after school that support the entire WHSAD community, students, parents, stakeholders, community. And I work for an organization called Creative Connections. I work out of the main office. I'll be at WHSAD during the summer. Please feel free to stop by, students, everyone, to say hi. Be happy to meet all of you. Creative Connections, starting in the 9th grade, as Ms. Basilio says, we help students with their college and career path. So once a week, students will have classes where you start to explore yourself, skills. What are you good at? What do you like to do? How can you put all that together? What careers could be a good fit for you? By the end of 9th grade, students create a career map. In 10th grade, students start to explore different post-secondary education items, 2-year colleges, 4-year colleges. You make your first resume. We practice interviewing for a job. We work on various internship and summer job applications. 11th grade, we explore college some more. We start to visit colleges. By the end of the 11th grade year, you're going to create your own college list. And then 12th grade, it's all about working one-on-one with the students and in groups within the classroom to help everybody identify and go full force towards their own post-secondary plan. So for many WHSAD students, that's attending a 2-year, 4-year college after graduation. Students from this graduating class are going to schools like NYU, Baruch College, Hunter College, New York Institute of Technology, St. John's University. So we really pride ourselves, Creative Connections and WHSAD as a whole, of promoting a very strong college-going culture, and we look forward to facilitating that starting in the 9th grade. So thank you, everybody. Look forward to seeing you at WHSAD.
And thank you so much, Mr. Offrey. And not only do they push students towards a college goal, we understand that college isn't for everyone. However, there must be a plan for our career, right? So we actually also have some students get into the construction skills programs, so they can join, labor unions. Actually met a young man who graduated, I believe, in 2018, who is now in the electricians union. Also, we have a partnership, an ongoing partnership with Co-op Tech, which provides technical education for students 17 to 21 years old for free. So instead of paying technical schools, they actually do attend them for free, and they offer construction opportunities as well. So again, we do take college and career very seriously. And this is actually our 4th year partnered with Creative Connections. So the list of colleges that Mr. Offrey just listed for our class of 2021 are actually end result of 4 years of coaching those students as our first graduating class to have been exposed to that curriculum for 4 years. So really impressive to have a full-time college and career coaching. You've met a lot of the people that you'll be interacting with. We are very, very excited to come, meet with you guys in September. Once again, we do highly encourage enrolling to our bridge program, just to make sure that you are familiar with the technology, and also really familiar, even if it's just for a day, to interact with kids and interact with teachers in person. We have a slew of students whom we hired through our school-based summer youth employment program, upperclassmen who are familiar with the technology, who are familiar with mentoring other students, and have worked with our industry partners in special projects and can coach you and mentor you on these programs. So without any further ado, before we leave, I just want to share with you guys my screen one final time. And later this evening and tomorrow morning, we're still, I'm going to share with you this Google document. I'm sorry, just let this person in. This Google folder you will have access to once I email it to you guys. It has some important documents. I think most important right now is the parent email directory. I know that all of these things, especially with Zoom, it's really hard to remember everything, especially with me mumbling my words. I apologize. So whenever questions do pop up, especially the administration of our school, we do work 12 months. And we will be happy to answer any inquiries you may have. Just shoot us an email. And if we don't know the answer to it, we'll definitely forward it to someone who will be able to answer you. So here are all of our email addresses and our contact information. I will be sending this as an email later today. If your child once again has an IEP, you will be, please expect to be contacted, or feel free to contact Ms. Sandra Spaziani. Ms. Spaziani, you want to say hi? Because I know you're in there. I apologize, I forgot to introduce you.
Talk.
Ms. Spaziani?
Ms. Baziani.
Shut up. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
So,
hi, welcome everybody. Yes, I will be reaching out to all the students who have an individual education plan. We'll be contacting you to discuss services and supports that we offer. I work with all the 9th grade students to support them.
Can you see?
Apologize.
No,
Let me just
no looking at that.
Hi, everybody.
Sorry.
I work with all the 9th grade students to support them in all the classes, and I'll give details on what and how we support students and how we meet educational needs individually as we meet. So I look forward to those conversations, getting in touch with you. I'm excited about a new incoming group of students and starting the year fresh. We have some really great opportunities for you guys, and I can't wait to get to know you. I will put my email in the chat so that if anyone does want to reach out to me before I've called you, if you have a question, you want to reach out to me right away, please feel free to email me. And, you know, anytime you have a question or a concern or something you want to talk about, and I'll get back to you as fast as I can. All right?
Thank you, Ms. Faziani. And there are also some documents here in the shared folder. And specifically the, you know, the condom opt-out letters, the HIV/AIDS sex ed letters. Those are just common forms that the DOE asks us to collect from you. If you can fill it out electronically, please do so and email it to Ms. Chu. And, you know, we'll email it over to Ms. Chu. If not, you know, please email her as well, and she will try to schedule a time over the course of the summer so you can come in and fill out all of these registration forms. And Ms. Faziani, that's Jennifer, one of our ninth graders. Her younger sibling is attending WHSAD as well. All right. So once again, thank you. I think we've taken up enough of your time. So
Cecilia, I think there's just two things that need to be I can address before I say it's from the chat. Number one, I think Kevin did answer this, but just to make sure everybody knows, the summer bridge program does start on the 6th, and please sign up for when you can. And also, I saw a few questions about Metro cards. So the DOE does not give out Metro cards to students who are in the summer bridge program, and the reason why that doesn't happen is because your children aren't officially our students yet. It's not official until actually September, and we can only assign Metro cards officially to our current students. That's unfortunate, and I wish the DOE would figure that out, but they haven't yet. I can say that sometimes if we have leftover Metro cards, we figure something out, but that's something that we can't promise, but we are kind of proactive about that where we can be. So my apologies, we can't promise, probably won't be able to give out Metro cards for the summer. We would if we could. Sorry I had to give a negative answer as the last thing at the end. I do hope I still see your children, and if there are any kind of reasons why your children can't come in person, remote is an option, don't forget. Please email Mr. Rodriguez or any one of us about that if you would like to. All right, Ms. Priscilla, if you want to close this out, fine. I personally want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank my staff. And Kevin, you did a great job. Awesome presentation on your part. You were the best part, frankly. And we're looking forward to meeting everybody next year. Parents, we want to see you at the PTA, please, either remotely or in person, but we're going to figure that out for you too. I'm finished.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Cornell. And again, thank you, families. And we hope to see you this July for the Bridge program. Have a great evening, everybody.
Hey, Basilio, thanks.